What is the date?
Today we are November 27th. Hi, Taurians. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, here's your ink blot made in your name and essence that we are going to scry. We are also going to add on some tarot and oracle. And as well, we have Ghost Tube here, audio style kicking for any further inspirations. Receive or release freely, of course. Taurians, if you'd like to open up with me, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, you can fast forward through. Oh, my nose is already starting to get itchy. So when you're ready, taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of Taurians. Taurians, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. When you're ready, let's go. All right. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment or keep to yourself. Introverts and extroverts, lovingly alike. All right. There's, okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is that I'm seeing, but that's okay. So give me a moment here. My nose is still very, very itchy. I don't know if it's...
Who are you?
I don't know who this is, this creature here. I'm seeing it like with moose antlers, but it's also like a transformer, but on the shoulders of like this armor. Do you know how I'm seeing it? Thank you. I don't know how it is nowadays, but at least back in the day, and I was once there live to see it, is the Oakland Raiders football team play, and their fans dress up fantastically. I don't even know how to express it. I don't know what they're supposed to be in all these different things, but that's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing, and it's this funny thing because I remember being in the stands and just surrounded.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Surrounded by all of these different characters and people in costumes, and I typically don't enjoy people in costumes, but their vibe was so positive and so high that it was like being friends with, I feel like I said that, friends. It's like being surrounded by what looks like demons, but wasn't. It was like there's a cheering on. And I'm getting this with all the light coming out. Like my hands are in the light, and I am infusing water with something. Like it doesn't have to be physical water. I feel like I'm talking about the essence of water. Okay, and it's like I'm putting my hands in and I'm creating something, and it's almost like the how do I say, again, it's water like, but it's not water, and it's infusing in and drawing things up and out. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know the drill. Place it, or if it's somebody else's scry story, thank you for holding space for them. But up here in like where it might be like shoulder pads or something like that, there's this wee tiny castles up here. I could say spikes, but I'm seeing it like castles. There's something about being armored, but with the grace of like the moose antlers. And out of my biceps, there's like this immense amount of strength that's coming through. Okay, plus this ability as it just transformed on me. It's like I'm looking at the top maybe of a spider or a crab, so Cancer might be in there somewhere. But it doesn't, you know the drill, it doesn't have to be. It's not the point. Okay, it's also giving me Odin vibes with the one eye. And then there's like these claw things.
Sure.
So it's almost like this version. Now, place it as an idea. Maybe it's your ego. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. A job that you want, whatever it is. But I like dip my hands in this. Like I'm actively creating and giving electricity. Okay, so now it's moving into electricity, and it's like moving the clouds and dark clouds out. And then I am able to like pinch, because it's like I'm seeing this construction-y thing. It doesn't have to be, think more like, again, Transformers. Did I say Transformers? I don't know. it, and then it can start to grab things, almost like I'm at a scrapyard, and I'm able, like these big machines, and they can take things and then crush them. I want to note, it's kind of like the feeling of,
How do you feel?
I'm in the stands with all of these demons, but they're not demons. They're friends. They might look different, or again, there's something like stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, like look at these ginormous or small, like they're all different shapes and sizes, but they got like chains and spikes, and you think, but they're just tough as nails, but they're so kind. They're so kind. I hope this makes sense somewhere. So I don't know what it is that I feel like I'm looking to grab something, and I'm like crushing cans because there's money also in the aluminum. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's keep going. I don't need to know what's going on. That's not the point. But I do enjoy the symbology that's coming through because it feels like I'm creating worlds. Okay, so even over here, there is somebody with a very high ponytail. I actually feel like it's masculine energy, male expressed. Well, I shouldn't say I don't actually know the energy of it because it feels balanced. They're holding out a cup. It feels royal, like they have their own, what is this energy?
Pagan.
They have their own vehicle. Because I feel like they're on a cloud. But I'm trying to like pick a culture, but I don't think it's coming through. Maybe like Japan or something like that. I don't know. I apologize. I'm not going to try. It's like really, really, really tight. And then it's like up top there might be a cuff. Okay. Anyway, so nonetheless, we have here the burning head.
Young.
And I feel like this is something over here. I don't know, guys. I feel like you have... There we go. Can we get that circle ringy thing out? There we go. I feel like you guys have like a burning desire for something in your mind. Because even like look at all the dark and the light, this electricity, fire, water. And I want to place it like right in there. Interesting. I don't know if somebody has felt like they are... because I'm getting that show, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, but it's a comedy show. It's a skit show, and it's funny, and there's, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't feel the way it looks, and I don't know if this is like a mismatch of something, or this could be your energy, Taurians, where you're like stepping forward, and whatever your presence is with other people, places, or things, maybe it is in your career, maybe it's in your relationship, or in your other resonance relationships.
I can't talk.
And it's like, okay, maybe you feel like you can't talk. I'm not really sure, but it's like this sensation of your presence comes in like this gargantuan gargoyle type creature that transforms and transmutes, to be honest with you. And I don't know if sometimes it's misunderstood. You're going to be receiving something. If there is something, because I'm seeing okay, this is fun. Okay, let's keep going here. A peg leg pirate. And this peg leg pirate has choice. And symbolically speaking of this peg leg pirate is maybe you lost something, a limb, you went out on a limb, you're willing to go out on a limb. I'm not really sure. It's not my place to put it. And you have it, you're going to be receiving it back. Like this bundle. It's almost
there
like,
it is.
Do you know what it is? It's like getting a sack lunch and everyone else is getting takeout or from the cafeteria. But what's in your sack lunch is You can't even get that. You can't get that at a cafeteria. Okay, so Taurians, I feel like there's a choice, and I'm going to decide. It's like, which one am I going to commit to? The peg leg pirate gets his leg back. It's almost like being an amputee and getting this bionic leg. Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Don't
Ace
go
of
there.
Swords. Don't go there. Ace of Swords and the Foolish Man. Sorry if I have ink and crap in my nails, but it is what it is. The artist's way. Claiming something back. Yeah, it's coming from the ethers. Okay, because in your ink blot right here, I was sidetracked by my peripheral, and there is this face, and they are blowing something into the ethers to help you. What is that I'm seeing? For heavens and hot dogs, I can't seem to place it. I don't know. It's not the point. It's not the point. I'm going to keep going here. All these cards are upside down. Oh, this is what's being transformed. Any sort of material trouble. It's like I'm getting my hands dirty. Okay, it's like being at the scrapyard again. Dirty jobs, but somebody has to do it. Yep, Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom. And the King of Wands. And the Queen of Cups is beneath you. Okay, we'll keep all those. Thank you. Do I have all this? There we go. You're shifting. And somebody's helping you in spirit. But it's like something about choosing your thoughts wisely. What you go on a limb for. And it's like re-establishing this leg, to have a leg up, but the leg is really a sword. The peg leg pirate becomes no longer peg legged. And then you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, like in a pairing. This is the pairing of it. Oh, okay. There's that fire and that water again. Okay, so that's why I couldn't decide or decipher if it was masculine or feminine energy, because it is balanced. It is both. And now I'm deciding which, maybe, no, they're coalescing. It's like each one. And if you know the drill, sorry, Taurians, please do like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And to those who do and donate, all the links are below, iScry.ca. If you'd like to request a personal, all that kind of good stuff. You guys warm my haunted heart, and I thank you for scrying with me in these aura adventures. The Odin thing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again.
Mark.
Yeah. See, it's funny because that's my husband's name, and he's a Taurus. Okay, let's do this. Not that your name has to be Mark, but this is the feeling I'm getting, and with all this growth, it's like, yeah, let's do this. And by making some calls, some spirit is sending in the ether, in the energy. Oh, interesting. In the energy of the ether. I'm seeing pussy willows and what do they have in there? What are they? Poppies. There's a remembering, but there's a softness coming in. I don't need to remember so harshly. Or maybe I'm being harsh on myself as I'm transmuting something. Okay, so here I am in this little bubble here. Okay, so I'm also being drawn here. I'm seeing barbed wire, but I'm also seeing a baby alligator with very, very sharp teeth. If that symbol means anything to anyone. I'm calling in pieces. Yep, I'm calling in pieces. Something that you may have been through in relation to this Five of Pentacles might have caused some upheaval.
Computer.
Because I'm seeing like the 5 nests up here. But there's those bull horns. And how I'm seeing it is it's no longer chaos. But something, or maybe something in relation to your job or relationship. There was a time that felt chaotic to gain control, but it's coming into equilibrium because it starts with me. There's a very large tortoise. I don't know if a tortoise is also a snapping turtle, or a snapping turtle can be a tortoise. Like it's one of those, you know, a jacuzzi is a hot tub, but a hot tub isn't a jacuzzi. Something along that lines. When I was young, when I was a cub, oh, look at this. You know, there was something going on. I feel like this is internal inferno. Internal inferno. What's on the bottom? Yeah, an insight has been achieved on something. Any sort of mischief or somebody or something that was mucking with your pentacles was displaced. You have insight into this now. And this kind of gives me like that hell feeling, right? When we were talking about like your pretty face is going to hell. Something's misunderstood. You're calling them in, and it's like all of this. But this wrath isn't what somebody or something, it could even be in your mindset. Okay, I want to note that because I don't always want to project it out when I'm feeling this. But look at me, I'm getting like all like, let's do this. It's okay. It's like pull back. Because I don't want to engage the same way I did before, because then I'm going to pull the same cord. And I don't want to do this. This is how I'm feeling as a guest in the Taurian aura. Thank you. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to fall for it. If there's been anything that's been uprooted, I still have this sixth nest with things in it, and I will and do protect it. And I actually have, it's like having angels and demons both on your side. And I no longer feel that I am bound or wound up. I can't be wound up by someone or something else's upheaval or their injections. Does that make sense? You know the drill. We'll flip it for another reading later on. Yeah, the castle
tunnel
and the animal. Taurians. It's like the animal instinct to protect the nest. Protect the nest. Pinch. The can crusher. This is such a fantastic story. I don't want to take up too much of your time here. There's that water again with the river. There's a map in there. You're starting to formulate this map. There's also a being in here, if you can see it. It's like, let's just say this is the proverbial, demon. My angel is in here and has been wombed. This could be the feminine energy. This could be things that you really want, things that you care about.
Is this yours?
Your dreams. And it's coming out like an angel, but it's been mummified. Okay, so very specifically, it's like when my animal senses something and I protect, and I have like a moat now around my castle. But again, it's high frequency with all this light. It's high frequency like pearls. The rose might mean something to someone as well. There could also be something about the Rosicrucians or something along that lines. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted down here because I'm seeing it as something specific. Thanatos. I'm being gifted. It's like weaving the web of creation on not only my terms, but in the worlds that I wander. The gifts that are coming back and forth. I don't know if there's been a wrath upon something, but they're being cut off. This big spider or crab, but it's transforming now into a spider. It's like, here it is. I'm at peace and no one's going to rack me. Yep.
How did you get here?
It's like they want you to. And I don't know if this is you or something else trying to keep you in a place so that you feel you need to stay in an anima, right? And that has its place. Your instincts are correct. Your intuition and your instinct. need to or already do communicate. And like time needs to be taken. There's a Winnie the Pooh up here. Eating honey. I want to enjoy the fruits. Yep. Okay. So there is something. When I was with that Winnie the Pooh, it's like changing the way you interact with your intuition. Because maybe you've been running on instinct and you've harnessed instinct so well, it might appear or feel to be like your intuition. But that's your intellect and your instinct communicating. Some things, I think you're doing it. I think you are transmuting this of how, or honing into my intuition and my imagination, because that's inevitably, it's the ace in the hole.
I want it.
Of what it is you really want. Oh my goodness. Okay. Last card for Taurians. Thank you so much for being here again. Once again, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already, I do try to remember such things. What are those? I'm seeing somebody with a larger nose. Do you know what it reminds me of? I'm going to bring this back in. All of these different creatures are, and it could be an aspect of you, because I feel like you have an idea or something still that will just like click. You're hiding it right now. You're hiding it right now. And it's that whole Odin feeling. If Odin means anything to you, and you don't have to follow the typical symbology, but it's definitely like, because you have so much activity going on outside in these lands. It's like there are either parts of you and they are stacking on top of each other to try to communicate. Or it's that wrathy, venomous feel. That's even if it's of your own mindset. So it's like these creatures do that. And then if I go in even deeper, right on the sides there, it's like they are mountain climbing vertically. But little do they know, or aspects of you, because again, your instincts are already in place, but intuitively you're building these bigger wings, because now I'm seeing these as wings. Interesting. Okay, and these guys, whatever these little tiny tots are, like, and I mean I'm way in the outside, they're going to meet this bear that's just going to eat them. And if they somehow bypass the bear, they're going to meet this guy as well. And I'm just saying guy. But then I'm also seeing, yeah, it's not great, but it's like if they haven't listened, or you, the whole time, you know what I mean? Like you're listening. And then there's like this big bird right here. It's kind of giving me like angry Thunderbird vibes, but I feel like this is the persona. It's the persona. Because really, all this is in place because I am protecting what I am building. My intuitive nature, my inner knowing, my gnosis of sorts, and whatever it is that might be trying to get in the way of what it is that I want, need, or desire. I don't even need to worry about what it is or who it is. I am responsible for me. I feel like people might be projecting, or other people might be projecting upon you their weaknesses, and then you might easily get defensive, but really that's not your problem. But you can hold your demon and your angel per se in this balance with showing others how truly leading within the whole scope of self is done. And I think it confuses people sometimes, like they, but anyway, this is fantastic. Taurians, I want to thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. This was a lot of fun, and it felt fun, and I hope my words didn't overtake the energy of it. Are you a friend? But it feels amazing. And I look forward to flipping it, and we'll scry again for perspective possibilities soon. Thank you.